When it comes to Stadia, troll posts posing as rumors unfortunately have 9 lives. And though an unfortunate set of circumstances for the platform, simply trying to get people to try it, when a death blow does occur to one of these troll posts, the euphoria is so sweet. See as Stadia LG deal destroys silly close down rumor even further. It's STO Daily, baby. Let's get into this one. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2KF, PNTS Network, and StadiaDosage, back again with another STO Daily. Can you do us a huge favor before we get into this one? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, excuse me, and rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when we're dropping these doses. We appreciate all of y'all straight up. You know the deal, you know the reason, and by now, y'all should know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. And let me add, consider, helping the platform even further if you want to, because if you do, during the month of July and August of 2022, you're going to be entered into our raffle for those that have super chatted or added a special thank you donation. And we're giving away a Chromecast Ultra and Stadia controller bundle, the original Premier bundle, for those that do. All right. So if you want to, just consider it. All right. Let's get into today's story. And this is going to be a bit of a rant of mine. I didn't prepare any notes. I saw this stuff happening live over the last week or so. And I just said, you know what? I contemplated, honestly, if I even wanted to address this. But the latest revelations just made it too good for me to pass up. All right, so what am I talking about? Okay, so I'm going to try to break this down to you in 3 parts. All right. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the rumor that made headways when it shouldn't have. I want to talk about the thing that has ultimately debunked this rumor, even though it tried to get new legs, recently. And I'm going to explain why it's been put to bed. Okay. So first and foremost, let's talk about the rumor. All right. And in order for us to do that, let me show you something. All right, so this is an article from Gamer Rant. And Gamer Rant are good friends there. They're known. They're notorious. Gamer Rant, Screen Rant, that whole family of the ranters. They're notorious for their Stadia hate articles. So it may never end with them. But they're one of the ones that took the bait on a fake Facebook post that had claimed that during some convention, Google, who keeps everything close to the vest, went to this convention and announced that Stadia was closing down. And it was doing so by the end of the summer. People that overpaid for future months, which you simply can't do on Stadia. You can't overpay. You may get introduced or rolled into certain initiatives, like we're going to talk about today, that'll award you additional months of Stadia Pro, but nothing that dealing directly with Stadia you pay for. So they would never refund you. You know what I mean? With that being said, they said that they would be refunding people for extra months of Stadia Pro that they've bought in advance, right? A sure sign that this person didn't know what they were talking about or they were trolling. They also said that, again, the ridiculousness of it, that Stadia, again, whose motto is to keep everything close to the vest when it comes to this platform, that they would even suggest going to a seminar and letting this leak out this way is ridiculous, right? On the surface. But many mainstream publications shamefully, like Gamer Rant, took the bait. And what they tried to do here is they tried to update the article to erase the shamefulness of them just copy and pasting and just trying to do so for clicks. And so they updated it. Google Stadia is not shutting down update after they originally took it as credible news. And then afterwards, you can see their original story where they use Killed by Google as some legitimate source. It's a Killed by Google source, which is ridiculous. Nonetheless, that started a mini uproar due to the mainstream media. And even those that are skeptical of the platform's long-term success or skeptical about what the platform is doing now, even they came out and said, I want to say a good portion of them did, came out and said, this is bullpucky. Like, this doesn't deserve any attention. We're looking past this, right? So we talked about the mainstream media and how they've gone completely away from being a credible group that researches things, deep dives, and cascades educational information to its readers, to just a bunch of gossip columns. That's all they are. We've doubled down on that, and this is evident to why we've done so. So that is the rumor. It got debunked because Stadia Stadia first and foremost responded to people via the Twitter account and said, no, pretty much this is more bullpucky. But what they also did is cleverly, through their social media manager, Shaka, we love Shaka, they came and they cleverly made the rumors look silly on the surface and subliminally told these publications in so many words, shame on you, by the way they did, just a savvy way that she did that, and the team did that. So that shut it down for a little bit. Now, within the last 24 hours of this recording, another story from another publication, which for all intents and purposes, let me just be fully transparent here, I think was fair to report on the surface. There may be some debate about what was said in the article or whatever. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to say I do think it's fair to report on this. But Stadia's Playroom, or the Stadia experience that was part of its Google store in New York, they've closed that Playroom and they put like a Pixel Bud experience in there instead. And I think it's fair to report on the closing because we got to be fair and honest. We did, as Stadia supporters and so forth, make such a big deal out of that room existing. And the close down in no way, shape, or form, I think, is prevalent to anything bad for the platform. I mean, what it does is it signifies one of three things. It signifies that either the campaign simply didn't work, which again is newsworthy. If the advertisement didn't work, it's newsworthy to report on that. Either the advertisement there didn't work. A lot of people weren't going in the room. There was just simply a need for something bigger and more prevalent to the Google Store and relative to the Google Store. And again, Stadia is a 1% business. That's a cloud remote type thing. So you might have people that generally walk in that Google Store who would never be allured to Stadia. You know what I mean? Or a combination of both. You know what I mean? I don't think either or is an L or something bad for Stadia. It's just, stuff like this happens all the time. You know what I mean? And when you culminate that with the fact that Stadia now has over 120 plus click to play free trials that you can play from anywhere. You don't have to go to a Stadia store in New York in order to do so. It kind of does render that room useless besides just being a fixture. You know what I'm saying? Just for red meat for those that need that extra red meat to believe that Google is behind Stadia, to just have a room there that nobody's using. You know what I mean? So again, I think it was newsworthy to report. I don't know the ins and outs of the details of the article. And people are debating that. They can debate that. I'm not getting into that. But what we have seen happen is we've seen those that are supporters of Killed by Google's effort to just be over the top about Stadia and anything related to Google. they then are using that at mass. I know there were concerns about people, Stadia supporters who are trying to peg the publication a certain way, but I think the bigger concern is people at mass who are caveating possibly this article and trying to use it to as fodder to support their love fest for Killed by Google. And they're saying, yeah, this is proof that Stadia is killing off the platform. Which again, I don't think it all was the writers or the publication's intention to put that out there for that purpose. Nonetheless, people are trying to frame it that way. So for those that are trying to frame it this way, here's your second pot of coffee, all right, so to speak. I'm gonna show you why. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show you the debunk. I got a little ahead of myself. I'm gonna show you the debunk. So as you know how we do, let me show you something else. Shout out to a good friend of ours, Internet of Games, who sent me and other great content creators this heads up because they knew that we have an LG TV. I have one in the studio. I use it as a computer monitor. It's a great TV. I love it. But if you have the LG TV and you have the LG service, Stadia service, you can get a code from your LG TV and you can enter it into Google Stadia's redeem section. And guess what it gives you? It gives you 3 free months of Google Stadia. Let's look at the article. Here goes the article right here. And it says as follows. Let's make it bigger for the people in the back. It says LG partners with Google to offer 3 months of Stadia Pro with LG TVs. And it starts off by saying, this is coming out of Seoul, August 3rd, 2022. LG Electronics is partnering with Google Stadia to offer 3 months of access to Stadia Pro for both new and existing LG Smart TV owners. This limited time promotion is now available and applies to LG TVs operating WebOS 5.0 and higher in 22 countries where Stadia, Google's cloud gaming platform, is now available. I tried it, and by golly, it works. It definitely works. So I got an extra 3 months. And I'm thankful to our friend at Internet of Games on Twitter for giving us that heads up. Here's why this is important, and I'm typing something in here. Give me a second, because this is all important here. Let me. I typed in something wrong. All right, here we go. They just pulled up. And let me do this. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to save it for a second. This article was put out here August 3rd, 2022 via LG themselves. This is their news. Okay. Their news their newsroom. So it's been active as of today. So what you're trying to tell me is that Google is closing at the end of summer, but they have partnered with LG to give you access to Stadia Pro that lasts past the summer. So let's do this. And now let's. I did it prematurely before, but now I think it's time to get into it. This is why it puts to bed officially the Killed by Google rumor that they tried to pass along by that fake Facebook post. And again, this is despite that publication's reporting of just a simple playroom being closed down. Let's do some math, right? So I'm gonna put this up here. Summer started Tuesday, June 21st. It ends Thursday, September 22nd. This promotion starts August 3rd. They're giving you 3 months. So let's do the math. August to September 3rd is 1 month. September to October 3rd is 2 months. October to November 3rd is 3 months. This doesn't end till the winter. But the kill by Google theory, and they were adamant about this and specific about this in that troll post, that they were ending it by summer. Again, summer, and I think Google, let's play devil's advocate, right? Let's distort reality, time, and facts. Let's pretend that that's true, that there was a seminar somewhere and Google said that. Wouldn't Google be aware of when summer ends? I mean, damn it, I used their product to look it up and they told me. So anything on its surface that says Google is ending by summer, all of you that want this platform to die, I'm not here to convince you otherwise. You can live in that reprobate state of mind all you want. Who cares? I'm just saying, for the sake of love, for the sake of your reputation, find better argument chips. This ain't it, bucko. A new partnership that gives you access to Stadia Pro up until winter, but yet you're shutting this down by the end of summer? What in God's green earth is wrong with people who cling to information just so they're not considered wrong for something that they said before? We're human. We're all going to be wrong at some point in time. Let it go. Let it go. Because here's what's going to happen. And I kind of allude to this in this Twitter post that I put. Here's what's going to happen. I say, so Stadia's closing down by end of summer, per what Auntie's cousin's bow-legged barber heard at an Avon convention after they removed the Stadia Playroom while announcing 120 plus demos you could try anywhere, but now giving trials that last past summer to revoke in 6 weeks. And we show this, and then we got to use the Old Spice face. I'm gonna leave this up here. Let me say this. While you cling to this hope for whatever reason so you don't be proven wrong by these silly themes that Stadia is dying, the only thing that's gonna die first if you keep clinging to this crap is your credibility. Take it from the Old Spice face. And that's it from your boy. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? Check me out, yes, at PNTS Network and at StadiaDosage. With that said, if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadman Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Not Digital Culture, and yes, the StadiaDosage. With all that said, my good friends, peace, and have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day.